Wind turbines. They stand like sentinels, changing the way we power our world. Forget belching smoke and digging up the earth. Wind power is clean, renewable, and here to stay. It's a logistical ballet, a symphony of engineering, and a testament to human ingenuity. So buckle up, folks, we're about to take a wild ride through the world of giant wind turbines. A single wind turbine can power hundreds of homes for an entire year. Wind energy is booming worldwide, creating jobs and reducing dependence on dirty energy sources. The manufacturing process is getting cleaner and the overall impact on the environment is minimal compared to fossil fuel plants. Building a wind turbine is a complex dance of engineering and logistics. These turbines are symbols of hope, beacons of a future free from dirty energy sources. They're guardians of a greener future, providing power and reducing our carbon footprint. Building a giant rotating power plant that harnesses the wind starts with meticulous planning. Onshore turbines are built on land, while offshore turbines are planted in the ocean. Assembling the dream team of engineers, environmental scientists, and skilled workers is crucial. Navigating permits, regulations, and environmental impact studies is a necessary part of the process. Choosing the right spot for wind turbines is a delicate dance between science, economics, and luck. Onshore turbines need vast, open spaces, while offshore turbines require manageable water depths and strong wind resources. The impact on local communities, wildlife, and the environment must be considered. It's all about finding that perfect balance between harnessing clean energy and respecting the world around us. The turbines themselves are engineering marvels, towering structures with blades longer than a football field. The blades are crafted with precision using advanced materials like fiberglass and carbon fiber. The nacelle houses the heavy-duty equipment that converts wind into electricity. The tower must be strong enough to withstand hurricane-force winds, yet light enough to be transported and erected on site. Inside a wind turbine factory, raw materials transform into incredible feats of engineering. The blade factory is where aerodynamic blades are born, crafted from layers of fiberglass and carbon fiber. The nacelle assembly line is where gearboxes, generators, and control systems come together. Tower sections are fabricated, welded, and painted to withstand harsh environments. Creating massive blades is a delicate dance between brute force and meticulous precision. Layers of fiberglass and carbon fiber are laid out in precision-engineered molds. The blade is vacuum-bagged and infused with resin, ensuring a strong bond. After curing, the blade is sanded, polished, and coated for protection. The tower is the backbone of the wind turbine, providing strength and stability. Tower sections are manufactured, painted, and transported to the installation site. The paint job is crucial for protecting the tower from corrosion. Moving these massive pieces of steel is a logistical ballet. Getting wind turbine components from the factory to the installation site is a logistical challenge. Specialized trailers haul the longest, widest, and heaviest loads imaginable. Blade carriers support the entire length of the blade, while nacelle transporters handle the heavy-duty equipment. Tower sections are transported on flatbed trucks or specialized rail cars. Getting these massive components from point A to point B is like playing a real-life game of Tetris, only the stakes are much higher. Roads have to be widened, bridges reinforced, and traffic lights temporarily removed or raised to accommodate these supersized loads. It's a carefully choreographed dance, often requiring permits from multiple jurisdictions and the watchful eyes of experienced escort vehicles. Imagine navigating narrow mountain passes, winding through tight city streets, or squeezing under low-hanging overpasses. It's a slow and deliberate process, with drivers relying on their experience, skill, and a whole lot of patience to get the job done safely. And let's not forget about the weather. Strong winds, heavy rain, or snow can turn a routine transport into a white-knuckle ride. But it's not just about the physical challenges. Transporting these massive components also requires careful planning and coordination with local communities. Routes are often chosen to minimize disruption to traffic, and transport times are scheduled to avoid peak hours. It's all about being a good neighbor, even when you're hauling a blade the size of a Boeing 747 down Main Street. And let's not forget about the environmental impact. Transporting these components over long distances does consume fuel and generate emissions. That's why the wind energy industry is constantly exploring ways to optimize transport routes, use more fuel-efficient vehicles, and even explore alternative transportation methods like rail and barge whenever possible. Now, if you think transporting wind turbine components over land is a challenge, try doing it across the open ocean. Offshore wind farms present a whole new set of logistical hurdles requiring specialized vessels and a healthy dose of seafaring know-how. Instead of trucks and trailers, we're talking about massive cargo ships, some specifically designed for the offshore wind industry. These vessels are like floating cities equipped with heavy lift cranes capable of hoisting hundreds of tons, spacious decks for transporting tower sections and nacelles, and even onboard accommodations for the crew. Loading these components onto the ship is a delicate operation in itself. Giant cranes, some taller than the Statue of Liberty, carefully lift the blades, nacelles, and tower sections from the dock and lower them onto the waiting vessel. It's a slow and methodical process, with every movement carefully planned and executed to prevent damage to these valuable components. Once the ship is loaded, it sets sail for the wind farm site, which could be miles offshore. Navigating through rough seas, battling strong winds, and contending with the ever-present salt spray adds another layer of complexity to the operation. It's not a job for the faint of heart, but these seasoned seafarers are up to the challenge. We've shipped those massive turbine parts across land and sea, navigated tight corners, and battled the elements. Now it's time for the main event, the moment of truth, assembling these giants on site. Whether it's a windswept plain or miles offshore, the installation process is like a carefully choreographed ballet of heavy machinery, skilled labor, and nerves of steel. First things first, we need a solid foundation. Onshore, that means pouring a massive concrete base, reinforced with enough steel to make a battleship jealous. This base has to support the entire weight of the turbine, withstand hurricane-force winds, and last for decades. Offshore, things get even trickier. We're talking about driving giant steel piles deep into the seabed, creating a foundation that can withstand the relentless forces of the ocean. Once the foundation is set, it's time to start stacking those tower sections, each one weighing several tons. This is where those giant cranes, some taller than the Eiffel Tower, come into play. With incredible precision, these mechanical behemoths lift each section into place, guided by skilled operators and riggers who make it look easy. Trust me, it's not. It's like building a skyscraper from the ground up, only instead of bricks and mortar, we're using steel sections bolted together with enough torque to make your head spin. And let's not forget about safety. Working at heights like this is no joke. Every worker on site is equipped with harnesses, lanyards, and helmets. Safety protocols are strictly enforced, and crews undergo rigorous training to handle any situation. These folks are pros. They take their job seriously, because when you're dealing with equipment this size, even a small mistake can have big consequences. With the tower standing tall, it's time for the heavy lifting to begin, literally. The nacelle, that powerhouse containing the gearbox, generator, and all the technical wizardry, needs to be hoisted hundreds of feet into the air and gently lowered onto the tower. This is where those giant cranes really earn their keep. Imagine a ballet of steel and cables as multiple cranes work in perfect harmony, their operators communicating with each other through hand signals and radios. The nacelle, suspended in mid-air, sways gently in the breeze as the cranes maneuver it into position over the tower. It's a delicate dance requiring nerves of steel and the utmost precision. Once the nacelle is safely secured to the tower, it's time to attach the blades, those elegant aerodynamic wings that'll soon be harnessing the wind's energy. This is another delicate operation requiring careful alignment and a whole lot of torque. Each blade is lifted into place by a crane and slowly rotated until it lines up perfectly with the hub. Then, with a satisfying click, it's bolted into place, ready to catch the wind. And let's not forget about the team on the ground. While the crane operators and riggers are doing their thing up high, there's a whole crew of technicians, electricians, and engineers working tirelessly below, connecting cables, testing systems, and making sure everything is ready to go. It's a true team effort, folks, a symphony of skill, coordination, and a shared passion for building a cleaner future. Section 3. Buttoned up and ready to spin. With the blades attached, the turbine stands tall and proud, a testament to human ingenuity and our commitment to renewable energy. But the job's not done yet. There's still a lot of work to be done before this gentle giant can start spinning and generating clean electricity. First, the entire structure needs to be thoroughly inspected. Every bolt, every weld, every cable connection is checked and double-checked to ensure everything is safe and secure. Then, the control systems are powered up, sensors calibrated, and software tested, all to ensure the turbine operates smoothly and efficiently. Once the technical checks are complete, it's time for the moment everyone's been waiting for. The first spin. With a gentle whoosh, the blades begin to rotate, slowly at first, then faster and faster as the wind catches hold. It's a beautiful sight, folks, a symbol of our progress towards a cleaner, more sustainable future. But the work doesn't stop there. Even after the turbine is up and running, it requires regular maintenance and inspections to ensure optimal performance and longevity. Technicians climb inside those towers, rappel down the blades, and brave the elements to keep these gentle giants spinning and generating clean energy for years to come. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it, and these hardworking folks are the unsung heroes of the wind energy revolution. So there you have it, folks. That's the story of how those giant wind turbines, those silent sentinels of a greener future, rise from the ground or the ocean to harness the power of the wind. It's a journey that spans continents, involves thousands of skilled hands, and pushes the boundaries of engineering and logistics. It's a symphony of steel and sustainability, a testament to human ingenuity and our drive to create a cleaner, more sustainable world. We started with a blueprint, a vision of a future powered by clean energy. From those humble beginnings, we witnessed the birth of massive blades in high-tech factories, the meticulous assembly of powerful nacelles, and the towering strength of those mighty steel towers. We saw those components hit the road, navigating highways and waterways, a logistical ballet of epic proportions. And then, the grand finale, the assembly on site. Those giant cranes, like mechanical conductors, orchestrated the raising of those steel giants piece by piece until they stood tall against the sky. The blades, those elegant wings of change, were carefully attached, ready to catch the wind and set the turbines in motion. It's a process that fills you with awe, folks. Awe at the sheer scale of these structures, the complexity of the engineering, and the dedication of the people who make it all happen. But more than that, it fills you with hope. Hope that we can overcome the challenges facing our planet. Hope that we can build a future where clean energy is the norm, not the exception. Because that's what these wind turbines represent, folks. Hope. Hope for a future where we're no longer beholden to dirty fossil fuels. A future where our children and grandchildren can breathe clean air and inherit a healthy planet. These turbines are more than just machines. They're symbols of our commitment to a sustainable future. Tangible proof that we can harness the power of nature without destroying it in the process. And the best part, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky dream, folks. Wind energy is here, it's growing, and it's making a real difference. Across the globe, wind farms are popping up like mushrooms after a spring rain, generating clean electricity, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and creating thousands of jobs in the process. We're talking about a clean energy revolution, folks, and these wind turbines are on the front lines. They're out there, day and night, silently spinning, generating clean electricity, and reminding us that a better future is within reach. It's a future where the air is cleaner, the water is purer, and our dependence on fossil fuels is a distant memory. It's a future worth fighting for, folks. So, the next time you see a wind turbine, whether it's standing proud on a distant hillside or gracefully slicing through the waves off the coast, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it took to get there. Think about the skilled workers, the engineers, the logistics experts, and the countless others who poured their heart and soul into making that turbine a reality. And then, let that feeling inspire you. Because building a cleaner future isn't just about giant turbines and complex engineering, folks. It's about all of us, making conscious choices, supporting renewable energy, and demanding action from our leaders. It's about joining the revolution, folks, the clean energy revolution. It's about understanding that we all have a role to play in building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. So let's harness the wind of change together and create a future worthy of our children and grandchildren. A future powered by clean energy. A future where those silent giants stand as a testament to our commitment to a healthier planet. A future where the wind is not just a force of nature, but a force for good.